What's going on YouTube? BlazeKing24 here, bringing you a Wi-Fi battle. Just kidding, I'm BlazeShadowthorn, the other, more irrelevant Blaze. BlazeKing24 is having a bit of computer problems. He recently, I believe, got a new computer, and so, he's just working on getting everything transferred over, sorted out. So, he realizes he couldn't upload Wi-Fi battles or, in fact, anything. So he asked a couple friends to record some guest narrations for him. So, I have a capture card, so I was like, yeah, why not? I can get to leech off of his subs, make myself more popular. But anyways, looking over, we got ourselves an RU match against Arthur. I like my team a lot because, it looks pretty balanced. It has some physically offensive Pokemon, some specially offensive Pokemon, a physically defensive wall, special offensive wall. So, it has the core components for a good team, but at the same time, I sort of just went around and I was like, you look good on a team, you get to come with me, because that's basically what I do with all my teams. I really don't think too much. I'm just like, two physical attackers, two special attackers, physical wall, special wall, make sure the walls don't really share the same core weakness or something like that, except when I bring Metang and Trevenant, in which case I'm like, screw all of the rules. But anyways, looking over at my opponent's team, definitely threats I see is a Pavilion, because I'm not sure what it's going to do. The Emboar, if it's banded, it can probably punch holes in my wall. And then the Ludicolo, and if it sets up the rain, and could sweep me. And then also the Heliolisk. The Heliolisk could come in, and if it's in the rain, can drop thunders and like dent holes and stuff. So anyways, I'm going to be leading off with my Zebstrika because I feel it's my best lead. It's my fastest thing to lead off with. As it turns out, he's going to lead off with Wormy, the Vivillon. I'm going to go straight off the bat for the Flame Charge. Just get my speed up and try and do as much damage to this thing. Bring it down to its sash if I possibly can, because I'm pretty sure all it wants to do is Spore me. But it turns out what it wants to do instead is set up a Quiver Dance. And because I went for Flame Charge, instead of going for like an Overheat or something, I'm going to be able to outspeed it and knock it out with another Flame Charge, which means now I'm sitting at a +2 speed Zebstrika, which is pretty good, as he's down one huge threat that I was really fearing. So, I'm looking at a pretty good position right now, as he's going to send out his Heliolisk. I'm not too worried about this because I know I'll outspeed, so I'm going to hit it up with a Wild Charge, because I'm not really sure what else I have to hit it up with pretty hard with. And I'm not entirely sure what he has to hit me up hard with, though, IMO. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight away for the Wild Charge. It turns out he has Surf, so he's going to go for Surf. But unfortunately for him, it's not going to be able to knock me out. I'm going to go for the Wild Flame Charge. Wild Heat Flame Charge thingy. And it doesn't knock it out because it is base 50 attack, base 50 power, but it is going to bring him down to a very revenge killable range of HP. As I do lose Heliolisk, I lose Zebstrika, but overall I think it's worth it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Reckless Choice Banded Hitmonlee, as he's going to bring in Portal. I'm pretty sure I predict this because, the high jump kick was painfully obvious. So I go for the Sucker Punch instead. Not really sure what to expect. Cause, a part of me was thinking, he might stay in. But another part was like, nah, he'll switch out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go out into my Delphox, my Firefox. Not really sure what it wants to do. Pretty sure all it wants to do is like Will-O-Wisp me or something like that. And instead goes for a Shadow Sneak, which does do a lot of damage. But overall, I know that my Fire Blast will be doing more than his Shadow Sneak, and I could probably 2 KO it. So what he's going to do is he's going to bring in his Heliolisk, I guess his Death Fodder, as I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp, just wanting to cripple the Spiritomb, because again, I'm not really sure if it's going to be mixed. I saw Shadow Sneak as priority, which makes me believe that it's going to be more of a physical variant, and I want that thing crippled as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a substitute, get my Citrus Berry activated, which means I can then steal his item with my next attack with my Magician. And plus, I'm going to be behind a substitute. I'm not sure if it wants to set up the rain, if it wants to go straight for like a Fire Blast, a Waterfall or something like that. And instead goes for a Giga Drain, I guess expecting me to switch is my only, my thought process there. But now I'm going to go for a Fire Blast. Now I'm going to do a nice chunk of damage to this Ludicolo. and I'm going to be able to steal its Damp Rock, which means when it sets up the rain, it will only be there for 5 turns instead of its 8 turns it normally should be there because of Damp Rock, which, that's cool. He does now go for a Surf, breaks my sub. That's fine by me, because hopefully if I hit my next Fire Blast, I can 2 KO it from the range of HP that the first Fire Blast did. And I am able to 2 KO it, which means Ludicolo, the Dancing Happy Mexican, is down, which is great, which is Skippy, fantastic. Now I'm in a pretty good position, as he's going to bring in his Emboar right now. I'm not really sure what it wants to do, so I am going to set up the substitute because I do have the type advantage on it. As it turns out, it does pack the Stone Edge, so seeing that, now it's just trying to figure out what set he's running. I see Stone Edge, so I'm just going to go straight away for a Psyshock. Just no real reason to keep Delphox around much longer, so doing a good chunk of damage to this Emboar is critical. Plus, Stone Edge does have a 20% chance to miss. So I was kind of relying on that and just gauging to see how much damage it would do. It does do a lot of damage, which is pretty awesome, which means now I'm going to be able to go to my Slurpluff, and I'm just going to be able to go for a Play Rough and knock it out. I didn't really feel like setting up a Belly Drum right here, just on the off chance he went for like a Fire Blast, like Flare Blitz, and knock me out. I didn't want that to happen. Plus, I do know he has his Muck lying around as he goes into Muck right now. So I didn't want to waste my Belly Drum. So I am going to switch out. I'm going to go on my physically defensive Gourgeist. Just want to gauge and see what it wants to do. I do have Will-O-Wisp on this Gourgeist, plus I can Frisk and see what move it wants to go for, as it ends up going for a Gunk Shot, which, it's a trash can. That's the animation for Gunk Shot. It's a trash can. It's pretty funny. But anyways, I have Will-O-Wisp, which means I'm going to be able to go for a Will-O-Wisp right here. Basically cripple this Muck. I haven't seen offensive Muck in a while. I think it's pretty cool. As it goes for an Ice Punch. I'm not really fearing too much of anything unless he gets the Freeze, of course. Because he is burned, it's not going to be doing anything to my physically defensive Gourgeist. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up Leech Seed just to get some recovery going on. Basically try and do as much damage to this Muck as possible, and plus get some HP back as well. Because he is wearing me down. I am in the low red. As he does get the Poison Touch hacks right there, which does poison my Gourgeist, which just lowers his livability down even more. But I am doing a good chunk of damage. I'm doing 35% each turn with a combination of Life Orb Recoil, Burn damage, and Leech Seed. So I am wearing down this Muck pretty significantly. And I'm pretty sure I literally have no reason to keep this this Gourgeist around anymore. So I believe what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak. As he opts to switch out, he's going to go on to Portal, the Spiritomb, which honestly I'm not too entirely worried about. I lied. I go for Seed Bomb instead because Seed Bomb's a lot stronger move. And it does absolutely nothing, which tells me that this is probably a physically defensive Spiritomb, which, I'm not too entirely worried about because, I'm a Gourgeist. What am I going to do? Absolutely nothing. But anyways, what it's going to do right here, though, is it can't risk. It doesn't know what I want to do. It does know that I have Will-O-Wisp, so it is just going to go straight away for the Shadow Sneak, knock me out. I'm not too entirely worried about that. Gourgeist did its job. It basically crippled a Pokemon, which is pretty awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my Slurpluff. I'm not really fearing anything from this thing. I think now is a good opportunity to set up my Belly Drum and basically sweep the rest of his team. As he is going to go out into his Muck right now, but it is at a low range of HP. Plus it's burned. And with the Belly Drum boost, I know I'll outspeed and pop it with a Play Rough. And especially at the range of HP that it's at, it will die to a Play Rough. So I am going to go for the Belly Drum. I'm going to get my Citrus Berry activated, my Unburden activated, and now basically the Slurpluff is ready for the Ice Cream of Death is going to happen. So I'm going to go for a Play Rough. That is easily going to be able to knock out the Muck. And then there is absolutely nothing to resist or counter the Slurpluff. As he's going to send out Portal for the last time. And there's literally, it's going to die to a super effective 4-time. It's super effective, plus I'm at +6, and there's no way you're living that. That HP bar flew down, and I'm able to knock out the Spiritomb, which will leave me with the, I believe that was a 2-0 victory? 3-0 maybe? But anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment, and, if you really enjoyed, you can check out my channel. It'll probably be down in the description below. And, I really am terrible at endings, so I guess thank you all for watching, have a wonderful day, and I might be seeing you around, maybe not, who knows, but thank you all for watching anyways, have a great and wonderful day, bye.